Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is May the 11th, 2021. We're going to talk about NIO and tell you all where the price is going to go so that you can be prepared. You know, whether you think the market is going to go higher or lower, we're here to predict price movement so that we can make the best rational decision, all without being confused. If you appreciate that, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and let me remind you all to continually come back and watch our videos for a refresher so that you can see and listen to what we're talking about, so that you can also learn what we know about reading and calling the markets. All right. So you may have seen a lot of other videos out there about NIO. Many people are going to try to persuade you into come in and purchasing this stock all because the price is cheaper, when in actuality, the market may go a lot cheaper than where we've already been in NIO. Okay, we're going to talk about that. And we're going to see where the market in NIO is going to go so that we can be prepared. It's just that simple. We're not going to come in and confuse you. We're not going to come in and hype you up and tell you that NIO is a must buy. Buy it right here. This is all these other YouTubers talk about, is buying and buying and buying. And they're never coming in and tell you when to sell. And they're never telling you when they're expecting the market to dip in price. We will though. And even though it might be unpopular opinion, we have to tell you from our standpoint where the market is going to go, because the market doesn't care about your emotions. It doesn't care about my emotions. It simply cares about taking the money from us, period. So we need to be under that same condition when we enter into the market, that we need to be under the same mind frame when we conduct business with the trap. The trap is the one you see on the bottom left side of my screen. He is the one that controls this price in NIO. I don't care what anyone else tries to tell you. There is someone who is moving the price in NIO, and he's not concerned with no technical indicators. He's not concerned with the type of earning reports that NIO comes out with. He's not concerned with the next EV model vehicle that they're going to come out with. He doesn't care about that. The only thing that he cares about is making an efficient and effective market so that he can create a place that people can come in and purchase these products at the price that they want. Just that simple. Okay. And I just got done doing a video in Tesla, and I told all of the viewers on that particular video that Tesla has broken a trend. Tesla was also in an upward trend in the market, right? No different than what NIO was going through. And as a matter of fact, it started back in 2020. So just like what we've seen in NIO back in 2020, Tesla was doing the same thing. It was starting its upward trend back in 2020. And NIO has been obeying that overall trend. Take a look at what happened recently though. The market in NIO broke the trend. That is massive. That is massive on any scale when you see the market trade, when it breaks trend. So we cannot be under the premise that NIO is still going to go high in price. When a market breaks a trend, we need to realize that, and you need to come in and see what it's worth. You cannot alter what has already occurred into the market. You can only adjust to it. So NIO has broken its trend as well. So now we are going to be under the mind frame that NIO is not a buy, and that the price is not going to go higher until we at least consolidate for a while and price breaks back up above that ascending line, right? Now, next thing I wanted to show you is that NIO has actually came and held this area of support right here. Right? So let me zoom in. Bring this in closer. This has been the price action in NIO for a while. We've been seeing the market in NIO bounce in between these two lines ever since March. Here we are in May. NIO has just been bouncing in between those two lines, right? And it seems as if the market is about to make a decision on whether or not it's going to break out to the upside of this trend, or we're going to break down to the downside of this trend. A decision is about to be made. And so far, the decision looked like it's about to break down to the downside. Okay. So we are about to see a shift into the market in NIO. Okay. So now we need to determine how low the market in NIO can go. Okay. The last area of support came in right there. Okay. Around $32. We've seen it right here on March the 5th, as well as on November 2nd, 2020. So as we see this market in NIO continue to drop in price, keep your eyes open on seeing an introduction of more interest in NIO shares around $32. Okay. Now let's look at this on a different time frame real quick. What we're seeing into the market in NIO is definitely a lot of emphasis on market weakness. We're going to play it like the market is telling us already where the market is going to go, and it is weak. $32 is going to be the first area that we would expect to see some interest finally come into the market to try to prop up this price. That's the initial stage. That's the first area of support that we're going to be eyeing into the market, because if we cannot hold that particular area in NIO, 32, 29 is going to be the next area, in or around $29, $30. Okay. And right now, I'm going to expect the market in NIO to really go lower in price. We are not seeing any indication of market strength right now in NIO, and we're going to continue to show forth that in our prediction. So we got our last one correct to where we were expecting the market in NIO to drop. So if anything, 7.85% profitability. You already get out on the close yesterday. It's about 12% profitability. You know, we was already expecting the market to drop in NIO all the way back here on April the 30th was when we did our price prediction. Okay, so we saw that, and we're still seeing the weakness now. So the weakness hasn't changed. The weakness is still present, and it is still going to have a major impact on where NIO is going to go. All right, so let's do this real quick. We're going to play the weakness into the market in NIO. This area of restriction now would be around $40. We're looking for the market to at least come in and try to grab some support around 34. Okay, so we will come in and skim off some probability there, because the trap has already shown us historically that he liked that area for support. So while we're playing the weakness, we need to expect that we can see the market stop going lower at that price and see a resumption of higher price movement. So we need to come in, take the bag right before the market reverses the movement lower to going higher. Okay, that would be the first area of TP. The next one will ultimately be right around this consolidation of trading back in October of 2020 for NIO. Okay, like maybe around like $29. Okay, so that's about 15% market movement to the downside that we can expect to try to come through in NIO if the trap cannot hold price at 32. So we got our two areas of support into the market in NIO. This is what we're expecting the market to do over the next couple of trading days. Be careful of who you listen to, right? Everyone's going to tell you to buy on the dips. It's the worst advice that anyone could tell someone. If you're seeing that the market price is dipping and you're going lower and lower in price, you don't come in and buy the dip. You don't participate. That's the answer. You don't come into the market and deploy your funds into prices or products that are going lower in price. You haven't found the bottom yet. So why would you come in and purchase these dips? You have no idea of where it's going to stop. So until you find that day and you determine that the market has finally stopped going lower, that's when you deploy the resources, the funds into the market. Until such time, you just don't participate. You just sit back and watch the market. Okay, so I want you all to tell me, where do y'all think the market price in NIO is going to go? Drop the comment in the comment section and let me know, what would you do in terms of seeing NIO continuing to decrease in price. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.